Hello, fellow viewers. Just me, Blade the Comic Nerd. Now, yeah, I'm here, but this is probably going to be a controversial video. I understand that, and I want to be serious about this. I dislike some parts of the Undertale fandom. Now, most of the Undertale fandom I have no problem with, but the minority of the Undertale fandom, it's pretty annoying, and this video's unscripted as usual, but I just wanted to get my thoughts that I have a problem with some parts of the Undertale fandom. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the fandom's interesting. There's some really good art, and it's a pretty interesting fan with the universe crap and stuff, which I don't really know about. But when most of your fandom is people who never played the game and say one of the best games ever, seems a bit bad to me. It seems a bit hypocritical. You can't really say it's a good game if you never played it and just watch gameplay for it. Now, I have played bits of Undertale, and I think the game is quite hard. I have a ROM hack for it on my phone, and I think the game is quite hard. I've played the game, but nonetheless, now, if you want to act like a child or act very, very slow, say I suck in the comments below, go ahead. But if you want to defend the fandom and say that doesn't suck and give me, you know, an actual smart opinion, I'll accept that. I really will. But if you're going to just spread hate towards me, go ahead. I really don't care. This is probably the most controversial video by all of them. Probably by Superman, which, you know, that movie was utter crap. But, this video is going to have probably no editing. Well, parts of it, but, just the main video is probably going to be me face-to-face talking. Now, the Undertale fandom is a pretty cringy fandom. It's an interesting fandom, but the fandom is pretty annoying. It's mostly contained of little kids who are very hyperactive, and it bothers me. I have no problem with kids being a fan of some Five Nights at Freddy's. I have no problem with that, but when most fandom is a whole bunch of little kids who barely know how to share their own opinions in a smart way, plus just giving hate towards people, it's really annoying. It really is. Now, I have no problem with little kids being part of a fandom. I really don't, because I'm part of the comic book fandom. I'm part of video games and stuff, but the Undertale fandom is kind of interesting. Now Undertale is an actually pretty amazing game in my opinion. It mixes a lot of game genres together. Bullet hell mixed with RPG is something very interesting I like about the game. The character's really interesting, but once your fandom doesn't know how to express their opinion, besides just blouting and throwing down everyone's throats, it gets pretty annoying. And for me, I'm a hypocrite of this too. When I was part of, when I just started joining the comic book fandom, which I've been there for a while, I was a pretty cringy person myself. But eventually I stopped. I only had for like a year, I was pretty cringy. But it seems to never end with the Undertale fandom. I said this fandom was like 2 years old right now, but it seems to not stop with the Undertale fandom. If you know anyone from the Undertale fandom, which I know a couple people, I have no problem with them because they're cool people. But some of the fandom who've never played the game but would shove it down your throat is utterly annoying to me and something I hate. I'm a hypocrite for this too. I've done this before, but when it's the whole entire fandom, it's not just one person, it's the whole entire fandom doing this to me, it gets pretty annoying. And it's something I really do hate. Just let people play the game, nod or yes, just tell them why it's a good game. Don't keep forcing it down their throats until they like it. Because if you keep doing that, they're eventually going to have their hopes all raised up, and when the game has one little problem, they're not going to like the game. Which seems to be kind of repeating to me. I see this happening to multiple people who have friends from the Undertale fandom. They shove the game down their throats, and when they don't like the game, they're not friends or they're hated. This is my PC. A laptop. I'm broke. But, it's kind of annoying to me. Now, I'm not trying to praise the whole entire Undertale fandom, which the whole fandom isn't that bad. But let's get into more parts. What's wrong with the Undertale fandom and the good things about it. So this is the last part you can see my face. So enjoy. Now then, nonetheless, there are some people in the fandom who makes some amazing art. This art right here is absolutely amazing. Now, this isn't the whole entire fandom, but this art right here is absolutely amazing. The small minority of the fandom is probably the loudest and more annoying of the fandom. There's some pretty cool people part of the fandom that I know. But when your minority screams and yells, and it's mostly children, it tends to make most of the fandom look pretty cringy. It really does. There's a lot of problems you have with this fandom, especially with the edginess. Now, this fandom is the one who made the edginess, but this is the fandom who I've seen time and time again I've lost faith for. I have truly lost faith for this fandom. And, let's get to it. Now then, this fandom will get so triggered if you say any little thing bad about the game. Now, I thought it was an interesting game. I already said this time and time again. But if you act like a child to people who don't like your game, you're going to make more people hate it and force it down people's throats. Just say it's a good game. If they say they don't want to see it or anything, move on with it. Don't shove it down their throats non-stop. Because then you affect the game. They can just hate you, but then you're going to make them start disliking the game. This is utter annoying. Leave alone the people who do not like the game. Please, leave them alone. And there's so many people who usually make these really edgy art memes, which I don't know what YouTube has come to, but I mean, there's some really good people can actually draw. Like, these people can actually draw, but I feel like it's edgy. Like, I just kind of cringe a little at some of it. I'm sorry if I feel this way. Now, most of them are actually really good at drawing, but I still sort of cringe towards it. I really do, but there's still some really good artists. Like, they're really good at drawing, but I'm not trying to throw them down like they're stuck at drawing. It's just that, move on with the Undertale. Undertale had its time. Move on with it. There's a game that I feel like is way better than Undertale, and let me get to it. Oh yeah, now before I get to that, today I gotta talk about what they do. They repost certain cartoons. Now this isn't new. The Sonic, I'm pretty sure the comic book fan has done this multiple times, but this is the fandom that does it to every single thing. They will remake an Undertale. Now the My Little Pony fan has done this too, but they at least draw the characters. They don't get lazy enough to just take the picture from the video game and just repost it on some cartoon. This is laziness. This is laziness. And they've done this to basically any single thing. They reposted it just with a picture of the Undertale characters, because it relates to the game. Real funny, but it's really annoying. They repost the exact same thing all the time, and it frustrates me. It really, really frustrates me. And I'm sorry if I feel... I really am sorry if I have a problem with this, but it utterly frustrates me. Now then, the game I'm talking about is called Lisa the Painful. Now, I understand I messed up. I meant to talk about this game, but Lisa the Painful is a bizarre game. It doesn't have a happy ending like Undertale. That's another problem I have with Undertale. Both the endings seem to be a little too generic. Either you kill everybody off, or the normal ending, or you just... no one really knows what happens in the normal ending. And the good ending, you save everyone. Clap the hands, and they all live happily ever after. I have no problem with that, but it's just too generic for me. Lisa the Painful is a game I really do love. The game has a bitter taste to it, but you keep coming back to play it. The game is hard. It's really hard. It can be hard, and you will hate it, but you'll start to love it. The game was about a man who wants hope for the world, but becomes trash through the whole entire game. I know I'm repeating what Nitro Rad said, but he said it in the best way. The game, that's truly what the game is about. A man who seeks hope, but truly realizes that he's the problem with the world. No one else is. He's the problem. And this game gets into some dark territory. Not like Undertale, where it's all, it hints towards it. No. Least of the Painful, it's brutal. You're going to be questioning what you've done in this game multiple times. And I understand it's pretty hypocritical with my bias comparing this to this game, so I'll get on with it. I just want to suggest that this is a game that I feel like that's done the RPG thing better. And the characters way better. Least of the Painful, you will hate the backtracking in this game, which it gets annoying, but eventually you'll get used to it. You really won't. And the bosses, they will hurt you. Undertale does have some amazing bosses. I just feel like Least of the Painful has a better story. For the RPG, Undertale, I think, has done it better with the combat system. With the bullet hell mixed with RPG, which is a very interesting concept to me. But I just love this game for the storytelling. Undertale has some good storytelling, but Least of the Painful, I feel like, it's done it way better in a more darker way and a more interesting way, in my opinion. Now, I'm not trying to crush down your opinion if you like Undertale. It's not really about Undertale. It's more of the fandom and why they bother me. And it's not all the fandom. It's just the minority that screams and frustrates me a lot. And I deeply do apologize if I'm offending anyone. I'm not really trying to. I'm just sharing my opinion. And the whole entire fandom, really, I have no problem with. Now, Least of the Painful isn't for everyone. It's more of a bittersweet game. But I'm not saying the whole entire fandom is bad. The fandom's really good. I just want to call out part of the fandom that bothers me. And this is the reason why I really left the fandom. Now, although the game was interesting for a while, I wouldn't say I was a big fan. I thought the game was interesting, and then I moved on. But when you keep going on and shoving down people's throats, it bothers me so much. And I really do hate that. But nonetheless, it's a really good game. And I deeply do apologize if I sound very mad during this video, which I'm not trying to sound. I just wanted to share my personal opinion of the problems I have with this certain type of fandom. Now, this isn't the only fandom I have problems with. It's just that I want to get my voice out. Now, something else I want to say about Undertale. The soundtrack is absolutely amazing, and I've used it in a lot of my videos. I think the soundtrack is awesome. And I would say I'm a fan of the soundtrack. It's awesome. The remixes the fans make, I think is awesome too, and I love it. But when most of your fandom contains very ignorant people who, if you say one thing about if you say one thing about it, you are officially not a fan, I guess, apparently. So I'm not allowed to criticize the games. I'm honestly a butthurt hypocrite. Critic, I meant to say, but I wish the best for Toby Fox and to deal with this game. Because it was a good game. It really is. To this day, I think it's a good game. But when most of your fandom says it's the best game ever, is it one of the best games ever? No, far from it. Least of the Painful isn't one of the best games ever. No. The combat system can be really repetitive and hard, Least of the Painful. The storytelling is what I really do love about the game. Undertale just seems to do it in an interesting way that popularized it. It took a lot of stuff from Earthbound, and we all have known that, but now, when most of your fandom says it's the best game ever, I don't agree with that. Is it one of the best games 2015? Or I think 2017, 2016, or 2015. I can say, yeah, I can agree with that. Because the game is really interesting with the amazing characters. But when your fandom tears apart half the game, makes all these conclusions about all these characters, it doesn't feel like the game. These are more just fan theories, throwing pins at the wall and see what will stick. It's annoying to me. And I just want to share my opinion, and I'm not trying to bring any hate towards anyone. I just want to share my personal opinion, and I'm sorry if I sound very, very rude. But this is the only fandom that's done it. It's just the one that bothers me the most. But thank you guys for watching. 200 subscribers. My special's coming out in a couple of days. Don't worry. Summer break, spring break, I meant to say. But thank you guys for listening to my opinion. If you want to say if I'm wrong in the comments, put your comment below and share me and give me your opinion. Please don't give any hate. I apologize if this video came out very menacing. I can't pronounce a lot of stuff. But if you want to just talk to me like a normal person and not give me hate or just be a normal person, put in the comments below what you think my flaws I have with the game or if I sound like a hypocrite. So put in the comments below. But if you want to spread hate, I don't care. But if you want to really defend your game and say it's a good game, just give me actual facts and actual reasons why you like the game. And I probably would agree with you. Just don't say, oh, you suck, your opinion sucks, this video sucks. Just please don't really do that. Don't. It's not a smart thing to do. But, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. I'm not trying to spread any hate. I apologize if it sounded very threatening or very rude. But, hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.